it kind of hits home why my opponent failed to show up for 3 scheduled debates that were scheduled by the Sheboygan County Bar Association, Fond du Lac County Bar Association, and the Waukesha County Bar Association, because she reads everything that perhaps someone else drafted for her in these type of matters. First off, let's talk about, and Judge Vandewater brought it up, and I was not going to raise it, but she addressed it, that I guess she's calling the officer from the Oconomowoc Lake Police Department a liar. And here's the police report. If anyone would like to read it, you're more than welcome to have it. But it simply indicates at the end, Vandewater said that she could remove the vehicle. I advised her that I would need to obtain a breath sample first, and she did submit a breath sample with a reading of 0.126, which is 1.5 times the legal limit of intoxication in Wisconsin. I allowed Dunder to make a phone call to make arrangements to have both himself and his vehicle removed. And I think you've all heard from Charlie Sykes the rest of this report, and it's adamantly clear that Judge Vandewater refuses to take account for her actions, and saying that her actions in driving and being with someone who's drunk or close to being drunk 4/1000th away from being legally intoxicated. You're still intoxicated above 0.5. He was 0.769. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, you've probably seen the ads coming on TV, or not on TV, on radio, and the flyers, and it's a smear campaign. It's very simple. And let me just relate to you that what you need to do when a politician such as my opponent brings out these type of materials is not believe everything that you read. My opponent leaves out the fact that in those small portion of cases in 5-time drunk driving, where I imposed probation, that I also imposed as a condition of probation 1 year in the county jail. And that is a very important fact, because over half the time my opponent would send someone to prison for 18 months. When we as judges look at cases, a law we must follow is that we must look at probation first. And if you look at the statistics in Waukesha County and across the state, judges do utilize probation. And for one very important reason, it's because our prisons have beds for 17,000 people. And we have 22,000 people in the state prison system right now. Now that's not a good reason not to put them there. But the fact is, as I look at a case, I want to make sure, as best as possible, that when that gentleman comes out of jail or prison, that we have the best chance in the world that they do not re-offend. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, when they go to prison, it's not a hospital. They are not getting better when they come out of prison, especially when they are overcrowded by 25%, and they have no chance to get the services needed to try and protect us. Because when we do sentencing, we are obligated by law to look at a number of factors: the protection of the community, the gravity of the offense, the rehabilitation needs of the defendant, and the needs of the victim. And I have done that in every single case that I've handled. And I think what's vitally important for you in looking at this campaign is to make note of the fact that all of law enforcement, sheriffs from throughout District 2, Kenosha, Ozaki, Racine, Sheboygan, Waukesha, Washington, as well as all the sheriffs in Waukesha County who are retired, who worked with my opponent when she was an assistant DA, or who were the sheriff when she has been a judge, are all backing my campaign. Likewise, the district attorney who was her boss, Paul Bucher, and the current district attorney, Brad Schimmel, who worked with her, are backing and supporting and endorsing my campaign, as well as the district attorneys of Winnebago, Ozaki, Racine, Sheboygan, Walworth, Washington, and Green Lake. The Wisconsin Professional Police Association, the Waukesha County Sheriff's Deputies and Detectives Association, the City of Waukesha Professional Police Association. They have seen my work, ladies and gentlemen. I sat for 3 years, 2003 to 2006, in the criminal court. So every day they saw my work. Do we always agree with what each of us do in life? No. But they respect my work. Thank you very much.